on the access control side?
Yeah, I would say there are several, and especially we've been talking about this in the steering committee, and there have been two different angles in pushing this. Of course, you have companies like Siemens and Bosch who already have access control. They are interested in doing this. But as I mentioned briefly earlier, it's interesting for access as well, because we think this is another market enabler for network video to really pushing the competition in analog, I would say. So I would say there were several companies driving this initiative, and we have some members already.
And in the steering committee, there are full members contributing, and also from the user group side?
No, the steering committee is from full members, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the user weren't so integrated in this.
No, but when we started the discussion, we had quite a lot of companies that contacted the steering committee and talked about the interest in going to other areas as well.
Okay. May I continue? Sure. Okay. Next question. Kent, you were, so the new products are really impressing in Q1, as many products as in 2009 for the whole year. So what is the driver for so many products, which is really impressive? Is there a new project and you find new challenges, and then there's coming out a new product, or what is the reason for that?
Yeah, just a correction, it was the first half year, the Q1 and Q2. That's the same amount of product as last year. The reason here is the drivers for HDTV. We need to have a full lineup on the HDTV side, and also on the out of the door, out of the box, outdoor ready. So they are our main drivers at the moment. Increase image quality, make it easier to install.
Right. For me?
You spoke about hosted video. So the drivers, the other drivers, technology, okay, this is research and development, but hosted video is, this means a challenge for the sales organization.
Absolutely.
How do you manage this? How do you organize it? How do you change, for example, existing structures to face this challenge?
I guess we would take the same approach as we've done in other business, working in different kinds of partnerships. That's developing relationships with players who can play a major role in either hosting those solutions, because I guess there are two main roles that need to be fulfilled to provide hosted services or surveillance as a service to the end user. It's somebody who needs to host the back end, the application part. Typically, if we look at the market today, maybe that is an ISP player today. It doesn't have to be in the future, but it could be. And then, of course, you need the company who's actually signing the contract with the customer, saying that I'm going to take care of this, I'm going to monitor it for you, I'm going to get there when something happens, that player. And all those players are not established on all markets yet. So that's sort of an opportunity for the system integrator, if he's going in the direction of selling a service, or if he's backing on and selling a hosting solution instead. So what we are trying to do is to develop a relationship with companies that could be either or those roles to try to find a broad base for it. We're not doing it ourselves, providing a service.
But you would expect more IT companies offering such a service, IT integrators, or do you think there will be a shift from more established companies out of the classical security business?
I think I think that would be a great opportunity for everybody who owns or wants to be even closer to the end user. Either it's an IT player or a traditional security player, have a great opportunity to strengthen that position by selling this as a service instead. Then maybe the back end of it, who's going to do the hosting and the relationship with the hosting provider, could be slightly different depending on where you come from. Some players might want to play the whole, do it all, the hosting part and the service part. So I think there might be a difference between the IT player or IT system integrator and the security system integrator. But I think the important thing is those going to be successful are the ones who understand that benefit for the end user and want to provide that front-end service to them.